Hi there, this is Gail from FantasticFreezer.com, where we turn your fridge and freezer nightmare into a dream. And it's really easy. And I'm going to show you how in this brief introduction. So first of all, what are we going to achieve by doing that? Three things. Measurable, easy. First of all, we're going to increase the inside storage space of your fridge and freezer by a whopping 300%. Then we're going to cut the cost of your food down by 30%. And then we're going to increase the efficiency. So we're going to save you prep time by as much as 300%. And that's all doable. We're doing it every day. But you may wonder, maybe you're having things just fine the way you're doing it now. You're probably running out to a job or with your family. You're busy. You don't have time to do anything extra. Well, maybe you're grabbing a bite to eat through the drive-thru, or you're having delivery at home, or maybe what you're doing is you're eating TV dinners. And that's an easy way to get something on the table. However, have you noticed how much food like that costs? And it seems to be increasing every day. So what if we could basically wave a magic wand and solve all those issues with you? That's what we're going to show you now. The good news is the Fantastic Organizer for your fridge and freezer is the only guaranteed way to deal with all those issues. So let me show you how we tried to fix it in the beginning. This is an early photo of the inside of our freezer. It may look something like what you have. We had baskets at the bottom, we put in bins, we had everything stacked inside and on top. And the problem was we couldn't put labels on the shelves, so we were never really sure what was in there. And so when the time came to try to find something, we were in trouble. And so what we would do is we would pull out one of the bins and we would pull everything out. And if it wasn't in that bin, we'd have to do it with a different one. And we thought, isn't that kind of crazy? We thought so too. And here's how we fixed it. One of the main secrets is to have an abundance of pull-out shelves. We have over 15 shelves in our Fantastic Freezer and a similar number in our Fantastic Refrigerator. And so we can pull out these shelves. And what we do is we batch cook barbecue things. We have labels, as you can see, it says chop. The labels in the container as well as is on the shelf. And then we do the same thing with berries. When I get a batch of berries like these strawberries, I flash freeze them, put them in a bag, the label on, stick them back in the bag. And we have lots of room for everything, including broth and all kinds of vegetables. So what we do, it's really easy to lower your cost by 30%. You bulk buy, you go to a warehouse club like Costco, Sam's, BJ's, buy a big amount of meat, fish, vegetables, then schedule a couple of hours on the weekend and batch cook all those goodies like those soups and stews and all those other chowders and wonderful meals that you and your family enjoy. And then portion pack them and put them in the shelves in a single layer where you can find them easily. And of course we have the labels on those shelves and in the packages so that you can locate them later when you're in a hurry and you just want to pull them out. And you can reheat them just like you do with your regular TV dinners. Well, we're all about convenience just like you. We're always on the go and we're always short of time. So how do we take what we have in the freezer and use it in the refrigerator? Well, once again, we organize ourselves in a Fantastic Refrigerator the same as we do with the Fantastic Freezer. The shelves are the same, except they're sized to fit the inside of the space. So these can be easily expanded sideways. But what we do is we take the various items that we want to use. So this was frozen, portion packed. I made a humongous batch of soup. It was delicious. And we put it in here so we can just quickly have it. And then we had a whole lot of chickens that we batch cooked. And now we've converted them into a whole lot of individual chicken salads. As you can see, we have a lot quickly grabbed for lunch and so on. So what we do is make sure that we use the available space to the maximum. Now the Fantastic Organizer is modular, and we have lots of videos on our website that show how to assemble it. But I wanted to give you a quick demo of how we put everything together. You're probably familiar with Lego blocks or Meccano erector sets. Same thing, where you're just quickly assembling things. This is what we call a crossbar. and it can be used as a footer. There's short ones and long ones depending on the bottom floor space of your fridge or freezer. So the main thing I want to show is that there are various slots on here, and these are the post segments that make posts, and they just click together. You don't need any tools. They just click together, and they're very sturdy. They're steel actually, and they fit into the inside. So you're going to put these where they would both fit the dimensions of your fridge and freezer, and they just click together like that. It's real easy. And then what we do with them, we take the rails and we slide the rails in here, and what the rails do is just click into position like that. So you have rails on the posts, and then there are shelves that have side extenders and back extenders and rail holders, and these actually slide on those rails back and forth. That's how it works. Really easy. And you may wonder, why do you really need labels? After all, you probably know where everything is in your refrigerator or freezer, right? Well, maybe that's true when you have 4 shelves, but we could never find anything, and so that's why we invented this. But when you have 15 shelves, as you've seen, things get lost in there. And so we put labels on the shelves, and we put labels in the items. But what do you do with those labels when you take them out of the bags? Now, you wash them, of course, and the labels are virtually indestructible. This is credit card material. You can write on the back. You can have us print whatever you want on the front. If you see, this is a QR code. We have a fantastic inventory tracker system. This is the account card for the Fantastic Inventory Tracker system. So you can list all the items that you have. You just scan them into your tracker system, so when you're at the store, you'll know if you need to buy more of something, or maybe you have too much of it already. So then, how do you store them? Well, we have what we call an organizer for the labels, not just for the shelves. So this can be put in groups of 2 or 3 or however many you want, or 1. We have one of these in front of the refrigerator. And so you keep your labels in here, and they can be small ones or wider ones. And the deal is to take control of your costs, lower your food costs by 30% by that bulk buy, batch cook, portion pack, reduce your stress so you can find things, and then get back control of your time as well. You can reduce your prep time. Most of all, the best part is it pays for itself in less than a year. You'll be so thrilled when you get your Fantastic Freezer. See us at fantasticfreezer.com for more information.